He said, come saddle for me, me old middle wine skin. For the brown one is not speedy on, until I ride early after, till I find the dark I
If you can't take pain, real pain, I mean, you can't be a fighter. The gypsy man wouldn't lie on his back, knocked out, for £1 million and let his bleed down.
The entrance was one of the great entrances. It was a phenomenal entrance, came in as the king.
Seems a long time ago now, because it's obviously, but memory never fades, it's still as strong today, it's always been. When he was born and they didn't give him a lot of chance of survival or nothing like that, I always seen something there that he would make it, and there was something special about to occur. You know, and as the weeks progressed, when he was in the intensive care unit and all that, I knew he was going to make it. You know, just he had this little different way with him, you know, and you don't see it in many little babies like that when they're so poorly, you know. With him there, he still had a lot of fight in him. When he used to put my hand on his body and feel him, I could feel the strength in him, you know, so I thought, you know what, you're going to be something special, and that's what I made that prediction, you know. To be honest with you, in the early years he was a very poorly child, you know, and he never showed much of an interest in boxing. But me being a boxing fanatic, and in my spare time when I wasn't working, I used to get the gloves on, mess around with the children, you know, and I used to take him and play with him with a pad, but I never give it a second thought that he'd ever be a boxer. Because he's the most unlikely looking child you'd ever see. He was overweight, he was plump, he was shy, he was an inward kind of a baby, you know, and when he started to get 8, 9, 10, I realised then that he wanted to do this passionately, you know. And then I started to keep my eye on him a little bit, and the years went on, took him and me training to the gyms in Liverpool and all that. And then I knew, when he had his first sparring session, that he was quality, you know. He never had a pair of gloves on in his life.
That surprised me. You know, I never really understood Tyson, you know, you know. And then I just kept seeing them beating guys that were decent fighters, and I said, wow, he keep beating these guys. I said, well, these guys washed up, but these guys throwing the fight. What's the problem here? This guy don't look like he should be beating these guys, but he's beating these guys, and he's laughing at them and making it look comic, you know. And so I became a fan, and he's just so much better than what he appears to be, what he looks like.
What does it take in a fight of that magnitude, or any fight, to rise off the deck and start fighting back the way that Tyson
Hey,
did?
listen, it's just that it's not over till it's over. You know, I don't care how hard you punch, how great a puncher. It's hard to beat somebody that doesn't want to quit. It was almost like a fairy tale, screen book written.
I'd say it was going to happen. Going to get bullied to death and stop in about 8 or 9 rounds.
The way he did it, the way he set it up, the way he was relaxed with it as well. He looked like he could do another 20 rounds down there. He wasn't puffing too heavy. His legs were fast. Everything was in complete control.
The amount of times I've written off Tyson Fury in a fight, I'm never ever going to do it again.
Astonishing, sensational, one of the great performances from a British fighter in many, many years. And we said that when he beat Klitschko in Germany. He was sensational. I mean, he promised that he'd come in and that he would take the fight to Deontay Wilder. He did just that. He mixed up skills with strength, and his size was perfect. I was actually sat up in the crowd tonight, and the people around me were saying, look, why don't they think about pulling him out, you know, at the end of the 6th round. So no problem with the time of the stoppage. I thought Fury was magnificent. He did everything he said he'd do. I thought it would be Fury on points or Wilder by KO, but the way it happened, I think everybody is still stunned here at the MGM Grand.
My mum and dad came here from Nigeria, worked really hard, built themselves up, and then this is where I was brought up. Most of the time I'll find myself on the other side of that fence, getting up to mischief, setting fires, you know what it's like when you're young. My name is Anthony Oluwafemi Olasheni Joshua. In Watford I was known as Femi. My parents moved to London, so I wanted to stay in Watford because obviously that's where my heart's been and that's where my heart's at. I'm a loyal character. So instead of moving to London, I could either have declared myself homeless, but I went down the route of trying to get into a hostel. I used to see my friends that were about a year older, 2 years older than me coming around in Corsas with exhaust pipes, booming sound systems, and there's me on a pedal bike. So I wanted to follow in their footsteps, and you know, I got caught up in some of the wrong things. It doesn't take a long time for things to happen. You know, time goes quick and a lot can happen. So a lot went on, and now I look back on it. If I would have taken advice from my parents that have been there, lived life, I may have done things a lot easier. I had to relocate to London to get away from all the trouble because a lot of the police banned me from the district for a year. I was on tag for about 13 months. It was a long time. I had to be home at 7:30 every night. It taught me discipline, it taught me a routine I never had. I had to go and sign on at the station 3 times a week. I had a regimented lifestyle for 13 months, and in that time, I knew that I wanted to put on some size. I wanted to go back to my area looking a lot bigger, a lot stronger, because I wanted to maintain that level of respect I had. Started lifting weights, and my cousin Benga, he brought me down to Finchley ABC, trying to keep me occupied, and I went and bought some boots when he lent me some money, and I got involved.
Ben Alimi's Joshua's cousin. He sort of like first introduced Joshua to the gym because he come before him, and he said, "Why don't you come boxing, Josh?" And then sort of like that was it. Once you, if it's in you and you come, you ain't never going to get it out of you, and I think that's what Josh was like.
And everyone's going to say to me, "Oh, boo, you're sticking with the matchroom by the book." I just think AJ's style would be all wrong for Tyson Fury. I believe that because Deontay Wilder has the bigger punch than AJ, there's no question in that. But Deontay Wilder is not technically good enough to put Tyson Fury in a position to nail him, and that's why he couldn't land on the night. Anthony Joshua is technically good enough. We're talking about an Olympic gold medalist here, a guy who technically and fundamentally is good. You know, he does have speed, he's a brilliant athlete, he functions the right way, you know, and I just feel that he would get to Tyson Fury. He can adapt in fights, he's versatile, and he's just an amazing fighter.
Every fight he fights, it's a massive pressure. Everyone's counting on him, he's selling out stadium, so he's in massive pressure.
To win in this fashion that he did, it will have done his career a lot of good, it will have done his confidence a lot of good. That was exciting, you know, really finished the show in a really spectacular fashion.
He kept on jabbing to the body, which opened up the right hand to the head. Povetkin didn't see the right hand coming because he did a few rounds of jabbing to the body, jabbing to the body, no right hand, and then all of a sudden just threw a little right hand out of nowhere and they cut Povetkin completely by surprise.
He seemed like he was up for it, he seemed strong, he seemed determined, he had a very good game plan. Anthony Joshua, physically, you know, he's just a better specimen. And when he put his punches together, you saw the difference, the big difference there.
AJ's shown by going over Saudi, doing the rematch with Andy Ruiz, that he's adding more strings to his bow all the time. For someone like AJ, the longer this fight takes to happen, the better it is for him, because he's only getting better.
I think everybody was behind him here because we're having a great time. You know, he's the party, and when he rocks up on a rainy night in September, he fills this place out. Which fighter does that? The Americans must be thinking, how does that happen? How did the Brits find these people? Last time they were bringing action. Princess Mohammed, now they got another one.
Redemption, revenge, reclamation in the desert.
It's the moment we always dreamed of, being a super fighter. Every time I fight, the whole world is watching, and this is just a dream come true.
And now, obviously, all the talk is of what will be surely the biggest fight, all the belts. It's incredible, it's a fantastic story. I hope now we can get the Joshua Fury fight made, because we need to know.
Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, it just doesn't get any bigger than that. That's the one we all would want to see.
You have to see it. It's just too big of a fight, guys, not to happen.
I've already spoken to Top Rank, I've spoken to MTK. Everybody knows this is the fight.